Number 5, apprentice applicants. We need to discuss before we get into this, because we had this from last meeting, the guidelines as to how long the auctioneer must be licensed before becoming a supervisor of an apprentice. What?
Right now,
Look at
we
the
had discussed
statutes.
it, and I thought it was part of the regulations, but it is not. At one time, we had discussed putting in at least a year of basically, active service by the person who was the supervisor. And right now, there are no guidelines with regard to the supervisor, with regard to the time, competency, etc. They do have to be in Louisiana, so that is one thing that we do require.
But we had talked about the year, we just didn't.
We never got around to actually approving it, I guess. I thought we have, but it's definitely not. It's not on the official records.
It's not anything that has been discussed since I've been in this position.
Right, no, it would have been a long time ago, yes.
I know. 5 auctioneers, not just well-established auctioneers. It's anywhere, they're saying you work 3 to 5 years before somebody can train them. They feel that somebody out of auction school 1 year or less, 2 years or less, that it's don't feel like they need to be apprentices, one they're not established, unless they follow a long-standing auction, they have to do something to come around for a while. Their opinion is they just don't know enough about the business to find something.
Can hear.
I asked a question about the apprenticeship guidelines and training. Do we have anything implemented that they have?
Yes, we do have implementation with regard to what we're supposed to do. I think you have a copy of that.
Yes, sir.
Who's enforcing that? That's getting done, I guess, is the other thing. Is that our duty as a board?
I can answer a little bit to the fact that there are rules and regulations that are signed and it each apprentice, and it tells them what things they need to do. When their license is approved, they're sent special tracking sheets where they have to keep track of each auction that they work, whether it be clerking, setup, collecting the money, bid calling, whatever. There's guidelines in here as to how many auctions they need to participate in. Their supervisor is signing off on each task throughout the year. At the end of the year, when the person applies to become an auctioneer, both the apprentice and the auctioneer sign a sheet stating that they attest to the fact that all of those items were indeed completed. That's the degree
So many
at this point in time.
And Freddie, you couldn't hear when Jim was speaking. Freddie just wanted to know what you said.
Yeah, I couldn't
He
hear.
couldn't, he just said that, you want to tell him that he spoke to
The
auctioneers.
auctioneers in my district, Freddie, most of them wanted 5 years, some of them wanted 3, because of getting to be established and having routine sales on a regular basis to get some experience in the auction business prior to trying to teach somebody as an apprentice. That was their opinion. I'm just passing along what they did.
So as of now, we don't have any requirements, I just want to go over the fact. As of
Right.
now, we
For
don't
the-
have
for the
any.
supervisor.
Once you
Those
get
are
your
no
license,
license,
then the
right.
next meeting you can come apply for an apprentice. So that's what came up when we were doing that at the last meeting, someone that just happened with an auctioneer. And it was put on for this meeting that we could discuss it and actually find out the exact guidelines and where we want to go from here. All right, so Jim, your recommendation?
First off, I'm a pretty big fan of auctioneer schools. I would like to consider this apprentice program. I mean, there could be some people that take this very serious and work very hard every year and come out to be very good auctioneers. But I can tell you, being put through the paces of a licensed school is something that helped me tremendously in my auctioneer career. So it's something I'm a big fan of. Now, I don't think somebody right out of auctioneer school would be a good supervisor for an apprentice. We were told, as we came out of auctioneer school, for the first 2 years, go do 3 auctions. don't charge anybody, hone your skills, learn the way the auctions work. So, I feel like we do need a criteria for the supervision, because we ought to be, and done some survey, I haven't surveyed the folks in my area, but I think this may be something that we put on next month's agenda to make a decision on, after doing some more surveying of other auctioneers to see if it's 3 years, if it's 5 years on the supervisorship, but I truly believe it's something that experienced auctioneers ought to be handling these apprentices, not apprentices. Virtually that 1 year, working out of 1 year or so, having an apprentice on. So I think that's something we can work on.
May I say something? I want to make a comment too, because what we may have are apprentices also, teaching apprentices. And we're sort of creating a sequence of events where people may not know really how to auction. And I think you're right that, the best of all possible worlds is, auction school, then actual practice to hone your skills, because you can't teach some things in school and you can't learn some things on the job. Having said that, we'd be glad if you will give us some guidance from your auctioneers, and those who are not here,
Well,
maybe do the same.
I would like to see you do a survey of maybe other licensing states on what they do on their apprenticeship program, so we don't reinvent the wheel, is one thing.
We could definitely do that. Yeah, we can do
and,
that. That may actually already been compiled by the NAA or
We're
something.
probably not the only board that's ever come across this, so
No.
we could look into that avenue, and I think we really need to poll our auctioneers to see, get their thoughts on this apprenticeship program.
What do we do about the one we got in?
We have one pending because we put it off to this meeting after we discussed it.
Right, it's from the last meeting.
We've kind of grandfathered or established a status quo from what I see on this, so we don't punish that guy by pending
No.
this. Maybe we move forward with that, but then we need to,
I'm
at some
on-
point in time,
Well, and
I'm
this,
on begrudgingly make a recommendation.
A motion you need?
I'm gonna make, somebody else will make the motion. We're in discussion.
Okay.
Okay, so,
We kind of got ourselves boxed up in the corner by not having this already some type of policy procedure on the books. And we've already granted some of this last year. So I don't know how you can go back, you can't go back and undo. You got one on here, we done granted him one. But since then, he's left, the partnership is split. He's gone somewhere else, he's opened his own deal, and he's got an apprentice. That's the apprentice. You can't tell him no, but we done granted him one. And this moment that we tabled from last month, who is that?
Number one.
Melinda Rhodes.
Melinda Rhodes. It's actually her son, he's Aaron Bruce.
can I make a suggestion at this point, if you would like? So yes, you cannot change the rules at this late date. So look into making prospective rules, and that's the process we have to go through. But if the board wants me to monitor a little closer than we normally do any apprenticeship, we can do so.
I think we only have like 3 active right now. Now, obviously, based on today's code, that number could grow substantially. Just another piece that I want to throw out there as you guys are contemplating what to do. I think also to figure out how many apprentices you're going to allow someone to have at a particular time. Because I do know that I spoke with Belinda Rhodes, who would be the supervisor on number 1, and she has another person that she would like to apprentice under her as well.
I think you look at what other states are doing, but I really believe one apprentice
We
at a
don't have
time.
it set up as one.
I thought we did.
I think
It
it's set up
says that
as
you can
one.
only have 1 supervisor. It does not say how many apprentices that supervisor can have.
Well, we need to- we need to-
Okay.
Now, that I don't think that is a requirement for licensing, so that would be a situation where you can make a determination of one-on-one, and the board can do that on the.
All right. Who are these other auctioneers?
Okay, well, we'll take those as we go down, we're gonna take these separately.
And I have
Because of that.
information and I have everyone's
Okay,
comments.
so on number 5, we're gonna go ahead, get some more information, put it on the agenda.
Number 5?
Apprentice acting guidelines.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do that in the form of a motion?
So moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have first, I have a second?
So,
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.